Solve the absolute value inequality. Give the solution set in both interval and graph forms. We have the absolute value of negative 3x plus 4 minus 4 is less than negative 1. Let's start by isolating our absolute value term. We'll do that by adding 4 to both sides. That cancels it off the left, giving the absolute value of negative 3x plus 4 is less than negative 1 plus 4 is 3. Now we have the statement that we've got this absolute value quantity less than 3. That means that this expression must take on a value that is less than 3, while at the same time greater than negative 3, in between negative 3 and 3. So let's write that. Negative 3x plus 4 is less than 3, or it could also be greater than negative 3. It's isolated in between those, wedged between them. Now let's solve this three-part inequality for x. Start by subtracting 4 from each piece. So a negative 3 minus 4 is a negative 7. That's less than a negative 3x in the middle. Less than 3 minus that 4 is a negative 1. As a next step, let's divide each piece by negative 3. Now that's going to switch the direction of these inequalities. It's going to isolate our x term in the middle. Negative 7 divided by negative 3, let's just write that as a 7/3. Negative 1 divided by a negative 3, we'll write that as 1/3. Now notice that 1/3 is smaller than 7/3, so let's go ahead and just mirror image this statement around and write this as all x values that are greater than 1/3 and less than 7/3. It looks a little better. It reads more easily if the smaller number is on the left, larger number on the right. Now let's write the solution in interval form as 1/3 to 7/3. Notice these are not included. Parentheses indicate such. And lastly, let's graph that solution interval as well. Just identify 1/3 on your number line and 7/3 on your number line to the right of that as it's larger. We'll use our same parentheses showing that 1/3 and 7/3 are not included in the solution. But then bold this area in between, indicating that numbers in between them are included in our solution, which is numbers from 1/3 to 7/3, not inclusive.